Hey, what's going on, guys? We are just finishing up here with the last of the Blue Marvel run here. And before we do the final node here, I just want to showcase what we used previously. So at the start, we kind of used our Fantastic 3 plus Daemon just to kind of get things going. I was just kind of testing the waters here. With that, we then used, Blastar and Daemon in there as well, just because I wanted to try something different, see if the ability block and stuff helped. And then once you move into the next section, you need Conquerors. So again, Fantastic 3 plus Daemon and Living Mummy, just because they have such good synergy. Then we switched things up a little bit here, just because we had some of these other characters that were purple 5. So we had Null, and then we also had our 3-piece Fantastic 4. Finally, we also finished things off with Null and Blastar. So I was just you can kind of see there's a bit of flexibility with the first few nodes, but I was just kind of more testing around here. And I think people are going to agree with me that the first few nodes aren't the issue. It's when you get into the city section with the Insidious 6, which pretty much forces you to build these guys, unless you've already invested resources into the Vigilantes. I mean, they're gonna struggle. The Amazing Avengers also struggle, and same with the Symbiote 6. So this is the best team they have. Next, we take a double tap here on the mission 7 as well. And again, the double nulls here are absolutely insane. So this is why we try to use the Insidious 6 here, and they make pretty short work. Then we go into the global section, and the first attack we went in with Wolverine, but we did learn quickly here that we got stuck behind the Miss Marvel taunts and gladiators, and I had no choice, but I had to use Elsa because otherwise it would take me like 10 attacks. So that was the reason there. And honestly, it's a purple L4. Just use the L4, save yourself some stress, bring Elsa up. It's going to make things so much easier. The next one here, we utilize a 3-piece Brimstone plus our Jeff and our old man Logan. So this is one where you can get away without bringing Elsa up to level 5. And again, Jeff was pretty massive here, so I will highly recommend him, and you guys will have the gameplay there as well here from my previous videos. Now, let's quickly jump into the final boss here, so we can get this done here, so we can get you guys some diamonds or some red stars, depending on where you guys are with Blue Marvel. Okay, so this is the team we're running here. I'm not going to do the full commentary because I think for the most part it's pretty straightforward. But I will run the lineup here so you guys can kind of get the strategy down. But yeah, we're going to do 3-piece with Null. And we are going to bring our boy Old Man Logan here to finish things off here. It is very, very easy, I think, compared to some of the other sections. Compared to the Insidious 6, compared to the global section. Once you make it to this one here, this is pretty much the end point. And I think they did kind of make it so it was a little easier than the other sections because we're kind of near the end. And I know some people would have brought up Odin or Xavier. I honestly think these characters are probably better than those ones because, yeah, Odin and Xavier just don't have the the buffs, I guess, that some of these characters have. And yeah, Old Man Logan just absolutely shreds. Once he gets his momentum going, once he starts doing his thing here, he's pretty impossible to stop. And his stuns and his trauma and the bleeds just absolutely just shake everything up, right? So anyways, we throw the stun on Captain Britain because Captain Britain's really, really annoying, and he can do a lot of damage if he gets his attack in. So this is why we stun him. And then, like I said, for every kill we get from their Fantastic Four, they also get a ton of energy back. Noah is also there as well because once he summons Carnage and then he gets the speed going, he just basically becomes unstoppable, right? So he'll also be able to flip positives when we need to as well. And yeah, you guys will see here that once we take care of some of the early minions here, it just kind of steamrolls, and it's just absolutely insane how much this team can kind of pick up and move with the momentum. Like I said, it's just once they start getting some kills, everything just starts going here. I think Daemon would be a good addition as well here. Daemon's really, really powerful as well, but I just feel like he doesn't get enough sustain like the way the Fantastic Four do. Every time we get a kill and get the 2 energy back, it's really, really hard to keep up with that. Daemon also gets energy, but once he uses his ultimate and his special, he's kind of done. And this is kind of one of the reasons why I'm not really 100% sure if I want to bring him up for Dark Dimension 9 just yet, because his ability energy and his ultimate and special really thrive when he gets kills. But if we're up against Dark Dimension enemies from Dark Dimension 9, it would be really, really difficult because they've got a ton of health, they've got a ton of stats, and just for Daemon to get going here, we need to get some kills first. And if you can't get kills in a timely manner, it just limits his ability to do his thing. And honestly, I think at least in my books right now, Old Man Logan's probably a higher priority list than Daemon himself. But Having said that, if it's a lower game mode, if it's like Echoes of Abyss, if it's Sentry, don't get me wrong, he's absolutely broken for those modes, and he's definitely for sure good. It's just like I said, he's better suited in other situations, and like I said, it's just, yeah, very straightforward. So we take care of some of these early characters, and like I said, you'll see that once you kind of get the kills, you start getting the momentum going. Blue Marvel's kind of useless too as well once he starts using his ultimate and his special, and then he kind of just does his own, he just does his basic, right? So applying the slow here thanks to it or no, and again, we're going to start throwing our ultimates and our specials around, and then, yeah, just trying to get the traumas across, get the defense down going. Enemy Old Man Logan is also a problem, so of course, unfortunately, we have to kind of just take what we can here. We'll throw the special here so we can get some buffs back to the team, and then, yeah, once we get to Invisible Woman's turn here, she'll also be able to shatter their defenses here with a massive ult here that just completely demolishes their health bars. And yeah, like you guys can see here, we're not, like I said, we're not having too many issues here. We're getting a ton of turn in as well here. And yeah, once we get some kills going on here, the team just gets faster and faster. And yeah, we'll throw the stun here. Or it's not really going to stun because Absorbing Man is kind of annoying that way. But we get the kills across when we can here with the, the bleeds and the other stuff. And yeah, Old Man Logan dies. He's pretty squishy, right? If he doesn't take a turn and he doesn't use a special, and he doesn't get his trauma removal and his safeguard going, he's just not as good. And you can see that there. The next wave will drop as well here, I think, once he gets to about another chunk of health gone. So next team goes. Old Man Logan just shreds, applying trauma, applying bleeds, applying defense down, you name it. We've also got Null's special as well here, just to kind of give us a little bit of relief as well if we need it. So we kind of keep it back up. And other than that, guys, I think that's kind of it for me here. I think you'll get it. It's going to be a one-shot easy, and we'll see if we can play the early gameplay as well, because I started from the city nodes because that's just kind of where I kept myself at last time we did the Blue Marvel run. But yeah, I'll do some city. I'll do the starting sections again here in a later video. But hopefully you guys are able to get the one shot. Hopefully you guys are able to get the red stars and the diamonds as well on Blue Marvel while you can here during the course of his event. Very nice that they brought it back. And if you can't get it this time around, don't sweat it. They should bring it back eventually, sooner than later, just like they've been doing it. And it's been coming back a lot more frequently. So probably in a couple months or so, I bet you it'll probably be back again. So don't fret. Hopefully it helps you guys out. I'll see you guys in the next one. Have a good rest of your day, and we will see you guys in the next video.